Hi, my name is Francesco, and I'm from Spain, but I was born here in the United States, and I came to this country 40 years ago when it was a totally different America. I think this country is ready for a revolution. I've been saying this for the last 3 years because I've been seeing the middle class diminishing and the corruption of the big corporations taking over at every level of society in this country. Right. I've been saying too that in the United States things are happening like it happened before the revolution, before the Bolshevik revolution in Russia, where only 0.5% of the Russians were living lavishly, starting with the Romanovs, the royal family in Russia, while 99.5% of the Russians were living in the most horrific conditions of poverty. And that is what is happening here. You know, I want to say too that, you know, they try to make us believe that everything is okay and that everything is going to be okay and for the people and for the American people. This is a lot of BS. Nothing is happening. We're getting worse. The banks were bailed out. The auto industry was bailed out and Wall Street. And what has happened to you? Nothing. And now they tell you you're lucky you got a job, and shut up and do the job. That is so unfair and so bad. They're exploiting everyone. Thank you to all of you, and thank you for being here. Thank you.
Hi. I agree. We definitely need a revolution because this country has worked to squash revolutions in a lot of other countries. So those revolutions won't succeed until we can have revolution in this country. I also like to say I really am hoping that our vision can be an anti-capitalist one, because there can't be true equality under capitalism. Capitalism is built on the exploitation of women and people of color. And the only way we can achieve true equality is overthrowing capitalism. And we need to start at the very least making corporations pay taxes. Bank of America, for instance, hasn't paid taxes in 2 years. Meanwhile, education is being slashed, social services are being slashed, but there's always money for war somehow. There's money for prisons. There's money to throw us in prison. I'd also like to say my name is Emma. I'm the local organizer for a group called Radical Women. It is a socialist feminist organization. And we definitely also encourage men to get involved with us. But it is a women's autonomous organization. We are having a meeting this Saturday at 1 o'clock at Northeast Gleason, 6834 Northeast Gleason. And we want to talk about what's happening. We've been involved with the longshore workers and the women there, talking about what the women are doing with the longshore workers. They've been an incredible force in what's happening, and we want to talk about labor struggles, and we want to talk about what's going on here and the strategy and the vision for this movement to keep it going and keep it growing and building, because this has the potential to really be something and keep it moving forward. So thank you.
So, my name is Victoria, and I work for a company that works so hard to manipulate people to buy the same thing over and over again with just a slight difference, and I must say it makes me sick. Another thing, I am a fag hag. All of my friends are gay, and a ton of my friends have been fag bashed and beaten, and it sickens me. It also sickens me to see how people are so self-involved with themselves, like so much. They just care about how they look, what they do, how other people think about them instead of who they are. Who they are on the inside needs to express what they are on the outside. Another thing too is I've been hearing everybody wants to see changes. Everybody wants these things to change, but we have to take these baby steps. If you look around you, see how much filth we are sitting around. People who smoke cigarettes, drop it on the ground. People who drink sodas out of bottles and cans, don't recycle. The small things like that make the biggest difference in our minds. You start small and you grow up from there. If you start with the small things, we can make the big things happen. So please, really think about that. Think about who you are, who you want to be, and what you want this world to be, and start small. You can't just rush into things or it'll get chaotic and fall. Build up. Build a pyramid from the bottom up. Another thing, I completely agree, these loans for school are shit. I tried to go to school for something I am so impassioned for and realized I would be thousands of dollars in debt by the end, and I would never make that up to go to school again. It just blows me away how much they charge for school and how little our teachers are paid. Our teachers are getting cut. Our classes are getting cut. All the art programs are getting cut because they want what? Scientists, doctors, and freaking just geniuses of all kinds. But you know, the genius is in the art. The genius is in yourself. And you need to make your own education. Get out there and learn from other people, not from a corporate, not from a school, not from anybody you pay money to, but from a friend, from a neighbor, from a stranger. Go out there, get to know each other, and start from the bottom up. Thank you.
Hello, I am Becca, and I first want to start out by saying that I am honored to be in the presence of such great people. Thank you all for coming out. I believe that at the core of most of our problems, we are rooted in a state of disconnect. We are disconnected from nature. We are disconnected from each other, and we are disconnected from our communities. I don't have that same sense of disconnect here tonight. And I ask you all to please stay connected. Talk to each other. Learn from each other. Be conscious. Be aware. We are all one. Thank you.
Okay, not so much. I just got here a few minutes before. Nah.
Hello.
This is cool.
So I've got to be honest about something that gives me a lot of shame. I'll be honest. It's the only thing I know. But I knew not long ago that I was really, really, really unhappy to be in this country. I spent the last 4 years living in Spain, in the Sun Coast, where life is gorgeous. Life is easy. Life is cheap. On 500 euros, you live like a queen. You eat healthy food. You always have a doctor. You always have everything you need. You even have 300 days of sun a year.
Sounds nice.
It was great. But I came back. I came back for a lot of reasons. Because it's hard to find a place in this world no matter where you're at. But I'll tell you something, when I was there, I was surprised by the two things that people most believe about this country. They still believe in the American dream. And the only thing I could tell them was, yeah, I do too. I crossed the Atlantic. And the and they sit and they wait. Why do they do that? Because they leave it up to us to break ourselves. We're so worried about who is not with us, about who is different, about who we are angry at, that we forget we are working together on a common goal. So I am worried when I'm up here down there listening to everyone say us and them, me and you. We are a we. We are a we here. We are a we in America. We are a we in Spain. And we are a we in every other area of this world. And if we don't bring that into this movement, we will die before we start. So ask yourselves, please, what happened to our dream? What has happened to each one of yours? When you wake up, what are you feeling in the morning? When you go to bed, what are you thinking? When you see someone on the street, what are you doing? Are you sending them positive thoughts? Are you hoping that we all have the best day ever? Or are you hoping that they're going to be the reason that your day's not going well?
Freedom is a state of mind.
Everything is what we bring to it. Everything is what we bring to it. What are we bringing tonight? Let me hear it. Let me hear what we're bringing tonight. I hear freedom. What else do I hear?
Love and intention.
I hear love. I hear good intentions.
Equality.
I hear equality. Civil liberties.
Social justice.
Social justice.
Fiscal responsibility.